Wagwan. Good morning. Good morning, peeps. How are you doing today? So this is Troystarz, Troystarz tracking. And this is my new trip. So this trip is picking up from Calgary, going to Kansas City. Canvas. Yeah, that city. Anyway, sorry. So I'm here at the delivery this morning, and as soon as I came inside, through the gate, there's this big sign, states, hard hat, all the safety gears. Now, because of me switching around so much from truck to truck, completely not forget, that hard hat is in my car, because I took the stuff out of the older truck and put it in. But I can't believe I leave my hard hat. That's not good. Why I said this? I bring this topic up to have you guys aware that when you're transferring from truck to truck, or you're going to your new trucking company or whatever, have all your safety gears with you. Try to check for it. It's one of the number one list that you should have, because it's a part of requirement for the work. You know what I mean? So basically I failed. I failed by not prepared. For a big truck like this, I should never not having the proper, or the correct requirements. I should say I should have all my safety equipments with me, right? Should have never been in this situation. So I bring this up just to bring awareness, to be honest. Like, all of us, we can make mistakes, but some mistake, because to be honest, they could have turned me around and said, go get one. You know what I mean? And then they could report me also as a driver came not following the rules on the compound, right? If I wasn't so close on time, I would have go and buy a hard hat and come back. So I'm just bringing awareness, guys. Just make sure you have everything that you need to have. It's not like you're gonna wear it always, right? You can easily forget that you need, but you should always try to remember certain stuff you should have, right? So this is awareness. Anyway, so I am picking up in Calgary. I make a run from what the location is, Saskatoon. So the first delivery was in Saskatoon, and then I leave from Saskatoon empty. It's about 6-hour drive to come to Calgary to get this load. This load is going back to Canvas, and we're gonna make that delivery there, and then we're gonna try to seek a load coming back into Canada. So it's basically a Montreal, Ohio, and you guys should have seen that in the last video. Now this one is a new video, so it's coming from Calgary going into Canvas. Now I'm gonna set up a special camera for the road footage. I was using my dash camera at one point, but I'm going for some quality videos now. So I want my videos to be crisp. So I don't need, like I'm shooting in 4K and then there's a 1080 footage from my camera. Even though the camera I have is a 4K footage, but it's not, I don't like the color that the camera is pushing out. You know what I mean? I want it to kind of match in with this or the whatever other camera I'm using. So yeah, that's just an update. So like I said in my previous videos, I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. So many, right? What is going on? What is happening, right? But we need to sit and chat, because I want you guys to follow. I want the topic to be, I want to be on track, because I like to be all over the place, knowing me, right? But I want to be on track with explaining and also giving you guys I'm not going to use the word hope, but giving you guys the strength to carry out whenever you try to start a thing on your own. Business, schooling, whatever it may be. Once it's on your own, the obstacles are there, just right there. And to get around the obstacles are to work along the obstacles are to get through it with everything that's going on. You have to have some formulas that would push you in pursuing your goals. Can we talk? Okay. Anyway, you know, so all of this, you have to sit down at one part. I'm not even gonna say one part of your career. I'm gonna say at one point in your life, you have to sit down and go through the necessary, the unnecessaries, and what you can work with, what you won't work with. Says a whole bunch of stuff, right? But you have to sit down and know, right? Sit down and understand what you want. Sit down and understand how you're planning on working it, right? In a sense where, let's say you want to start your trucking, but you don't have any money to do your trucking school. One of the stuff that you need to start doing, the first thing you should do besides is to find out where is the location of the school. Because you already know you want to go to school, right? But things are holding you back. But to get started, you have to put some things in place to have something to work towards. Because if you just keep saying, oh, it's too far, you keep saying, oh, it's too much, or you keep saying you will never get it done. And then when you check it out, you spend the same money that you said is too much, or the same distance that you said too far. You end up going maybe some events or something, basically the same miles, and you're basically, you're not getting anything from those distances that you went, but you went free. And you may spending a lot more than what you thought you had, and it could have used towards your future, to use towards something that you really want. But you because of not planning and not having stuff in place, you just do some crazy stuff, and then it get away from you. By the time you get the understanding of what's going on, you already lost a lot, which you gain nothing in return. Even though some people use vacation and use party and stuff like that to say, yes, they enjoy the moment. And take it from me, parties and going out and all of that thing, those things can come later, right? It can. And you don't say you're not supposed to go and enjoy yourself, but you can't use it as a regular routine. You want to use that to make you happy, because at one point you're going to be in a position that those stuff that you're doing make no sense. But by the time you get there, you're in a spot where you already make it bad on you, your upcoming family, and and even your relationship that you're in. Because we all know that the internet is running the world, right? And your spouse, fiance, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, and they're especially the woman, right? They're gonna expect stuff. They're gonna want stuff, and you can say all you want that. Okay, I need a real one. I need a real one. Don't care how real it is or real she is. She's gonna need her maintenance. She's gonna need her stuff. She's gonna want to feel like what she's in work or make sense. And let me tell you this: there are some guys out there that are doing it right and getting it right, and your girl may come across them, and it's not about a real one, or it's not about if she was real, she's thinking about her future and her life and what her kids want and what she don't want for herself. So it's not that she's a bad one, it's that you didn't make the right planning, right? So just putting it out there. You don't have to take what I said for it, but it's just conversations, right? So back to what I was saying now. When you're making your plans, See what I like to say? I like to stray away from the topic and then go on all over the place. But it still makes sense to what I'm trying to, you know, what I'm trying to, you know, work in, right? But anyway, when you're making plans, you have to think about all the costs and all the energy and the time and everything that you're going to put in. And what you're going to get from it is basically, and really and truly, is the first thing you should look at, right? So we go back to the trucking. Let's say you're going to go to the trucking school. The first thing you should look at is, does trucking make money? Can I survive from trucking? Can trucking take care of a household? Can I be respected to myself or the circle that I'm going to be in based on the job that I do? You know, some people don't want to do things based on what people think. So I'm just talking for everyone, right? So it all depends on how you go through that aspect or that part of it. You want to, you know, make sure it makes sense. So how to break it down? First, find out if you can make money from what you want to get yourself into. Do a research of how much you think you can make for the year, how much you're comfortable making for the year, how much you're making now. Because sometimes you have to compare what you're making now with what you're planning to go and make. And you can leave from something good to go to make less because you want to drive truck. That makes no sense. So if you're in a job and that job is, we will just put in some numbers now. Let's say that the trucking is paying 50,000 per year. And the job that you're in is paying 48,000. Now, is that a figure that you would want to leave your job to come to? You know what I mean? After you do your research, right? Now, to answer that question is very simple on my side, knowing what I know, right? And if I was asked that question, my answer would be yes, I would still want to go into trucking. Even though I'm making more, let's say, okay, let's turn the figure around. Let's say the trucking, after the year, you're getting 45,000. And the workplace that you're in, or you had, you're making 55,000. $10,000 difference. To get your license, well, in Canada, it's the same 10,000, but we're going to work it out as if either you get your license already on your way getting it or whatever, or you're not going to cost you so much, but that's $10,000. Anyway, would you want to leave what you're doing at the moment and go into trucking, or you want to pursue what you're doing and just continue to like trucking, right? Now, that's a very tough one, like I said, with the 10,000. But if there's a aim, if there's a goal that you want to own your own truck or start your own business, you feel like trucking would be one of the easiest ways to get something to do what you like to do and to, you know, push beyond where you're at. Because sometimes you have to workplace, and to even get that promotion, you have to make sure you either go back to school. So schooling still have to involve. You have to go back to school to get the whatever they are looking for the next position. Because the only way you can get the position over another person is that if you are more qualified than that person, or unless you have a link. And that's not the case in everywhere you go to work, right? So you have to push yourself to find out what are the requirements that you would need to be in that situation, and then you go back to school to try to get done and try to pursue that position, right? But back to the trucking, like I said, when you look into it and you said, you know what, I'm gonna call it less, but this is the goal that I'm after. Now, after thinking about that, now you have to plan right, as in, oh, you're gonna start the school, right? You're going to put away the money for the schooling, right? Or you're going to find the time to get to the school, right? And what if it's just overseas you want to come? It's just a scenario. It's a scenario. I'm just saying to you that truck is sometimes the way of getting out of certain situation, and also sometimes it's not the way to pick, not the right choice to choose to get out of a situation, right? Especially when it comes to family and kids and the girlfriend that want to see you home, and the family man that you are, and the person that want to, because trucking do not come with certain lifestyles. You cannot get everything you want through trucking. It's not that type of game out here. You will lose and continuously lose if you go at it the wrong way, right? So trucking is not something that you want to have a bad habit and then fall in. You know what I mean? Trucking is something that you want to use as a tool, either to get to the next situation or to build your portfolio, to build yourself, to go to a different level, right? So it's a lot. So continue again. So you want to find out how much it pay. You want to find out what it's going to cost you. You want to find out the time that you would need to get. You want to find out how long does it take along with the timing. And when I say time, as in time that you are going to spend on it. And how long is still time, but how long is like how long within the time, even though you're going to spend. Now let's say, why I'm talking like this is like, remember, it's like most of the classes with trucking is 70 hours. And when I said how long you want to do it, because sometimes 70 hours, you can maybe do 10 hours each day. But it can be 10 hours each week. It can be 10 hours each month. So that consider how long you want to take to get it, because maybe you only can come. Because remember, most of these, well, I'm not going to say most, but A-Spec, Drive A-Spec, for example, will work with your schedule and will give you, work with you, the timing when you have and how you can pay and stuff like that to make it convenient to you. So it's not like you have to have all the money at once. It's not like you have to finish even the school. And when I said not finish the school, meaning start. You will still have your gains and your grades when you choose to go back. Let's say you start in January and you couldn't find the rest of the money to complete. So when you go back, you will try to start you from where you left off to see if you have, you don't have to start all over again, but you can start to where you left off and continue on the journey just to, because by the end of the day, you would still need to evaluate you to see if you're ready. And then you will know if you're ready or not. You know what I mean? Well, you will know based on the result that you get back. But I'm just saying, you have to make sure everything is in place. Everything is well calculated. Well, I can't say well calculated, but you can't well calculate anything. You just can calculate it, put it together. But hopefully it work out in your work out to your advantage, right? That being said, I just want to wrap this video up because, I don't want to stress, but I have a lot more things to talk to you guys about. But I just want to get across this. Find out, and like I said, I use trucking, but it's not only trucking. You need to understand the in and out and what you want, right? And then you continue to pursue, to go through, right? Sometimes you may like something, but not necessarily because you like it, it is right for you. Right? And like, for example, a guy like more than one girls, even though he have his girl and he want to go flirt with another girl, even though you like it, not necessarily what you're doing is right, because you want to stick to, the one that you already choose and she choose you, the type of thing. I don't know if that example makes sense, because some guys could be, we have to talk about Troystarz. But anyway, guys, it's about Troystarz trucking. Oh, did I finish saying everything that I'm saying? Hopefully you guys understand. If you do, leave me a comment. Remember to follow and subscribe. It's about Troystarz. I'm back. Like I said, I apologize. I was off for a while, but I'm back now. You know what I mean? Anyway, respect. Thank you, guys. Any question you have for me, we'll leave it in the description. We have a lot more to go. And if I didn't complete this topic, let me know. And then, because sometimes I lost track when I'm, just doing freelance. There's a lot of freelance video I'm keep doing. I need to write down most of my stuff. But when you write down things, it's like you just stage. And it's like you're, it's like you have to put it, I don't know. I like to freelance, to be honest. But you guys tell me though. Thanks again, once again, Troystarz.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.